Hello everyone, so today we are going to be doing a DIY Lilo costume, which is either alive, or as you can see here, a dead version of the Lilo costume, which is mauled by Stitch, as you can see by the claw marks on my stomach and neck. So let's get right into it. So what you will need is a hot glue gun, green fabric or felt, green ribbon, a headband, a marker, scissors, a red crop top, liquid latex, fake blood, and red and black face paint. So we are first starting off with the skirt. So we are going to tie it around our waist, and in the front you're going to mark where you actually tie the bow. So when you glue on your leaves, you won't be gluing any leaves where you actually tie it around your waist. So next, for the wrist and ankle bracelets, you are going to do the same thing as you did with tying the ribbon around your waist, and then marking the two sides of where it will tie on your wrist and or ankles, so you won't be gluing leaves on those parts. So now that you have all 5 ribbons done, you're going to start with the skirt with drawing a large leaf on the first piece of fabric. And then once you actually sketch out the leaf the way that you want it, you're going to cut it out and then use that as your kind of stencil for the rest of the leaves that you will be cutting out. And then make sure to keep the scraps and put them aside because you will be using them for the bracelets and the anklets. You are then going to take the hot glue and then put it on the back of the top of the leaf and then glue it onto the large ribbon. As you can see, I tried to use fabric glue, but it doesn't dry fast enough to my liking, so I switched to a hot glue gun instead because it gets the job done way quicker. So once I've made my first layer, I'm going to make a second layer, filling in the gaps that I did not fill in before. And then once I finish filling in those gaps, I'm going to glue a third row of leaves on the other side of the ribbon so that it fills in the skirt nicely. And then once I finish doing that, I'm going to glue a ribbon on top of the part where I ended up putting the fabric glue and making those weird marks, so it would look like it was untouched. So now moving on to the anklets and bracelets, you're going to be cutting out tinier leaves, at least 40, because there will be 10 leaves at least on each bracelet and anklet. And then you are going to cut out at least another 20 for the headband. And then once you've finished cutting out your leaves, you're going to glue the leaves onto the bracelets and anklets however way that you want to. I glued them in groups of 3 to make it look more flared out instead of just having them all straight down. So my camera actually died for the headband part, but I'll explain to you what I did, which was glue a zigzag pattern of leaves on each side of the headband from one ear to the other so that the leaves would look more flared out. So here's the final look with the anklets, bracelets, skirt, and headband, and as I'm going to be doing for Halloween is the dead Lilo costume, so instead of what I did in the first clip right here, I'm actually going to be doing claw marks over my chest and collarbone so it would look like the bone is sticking out. I just didn't try it here because it was my first time trying liquid latex, but that's just my idea of what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.